During the initial push into Iraq for Operation Iraqi Freedom in March and April of 2003, our unit was moving up Highway 7 with a swiftness, and we were told our next stop was a large city called Al. We had already tasted combat at this point, and we were ready for this next mission. As the convoy began moving up the highway, everything came to a stop. New orders came down saying that forward progress was being halted and we were to dig in where we were for an undetermined amount of time. Now, we were not happy with this order. When we crossed the line of departure and began Operation Iraqi Freedom, we were told the sooner we made it to Baghdad and secured the capital, the sooner we would be going home. So this new order meant we were going to be in country a lot longer than we expected. We began digging fighting positions, creating range cards and fields of fire, taking inventory of our rations and ammo, and developing a fire watch schedule. Everything we would do to get settled in for the long haul. We weren't happy, but we were still obedient and followed orders with excellence. No more than a couple days later, orders came down to mount up and begin moving forward again. We just spent all of this time digging in and creating fighting positions for an extended stay, and now we're being told to mount up and move forward. Again, we were confused and didn't know what was going on, but we were obedient. We thought we were headed to Al Qut to carry out the mission, but we were now rerouted to head toward the eastern side of Baghdad to Saddam City. We would later come to learn that what happened was intentional and strategic. This was a psychological tactic carried out by commanders higher up than our own. Al Qut was heavily fortified, and the enemy was dug in and ready for a battle in the city. Instead of sending Marines in with guns blazing, it was made to look like we were moving our units backwards and were hesitating to go in. It wasn't long before the enemy got impatient and left the safety of the city to pursue the Marines in the open. This exposed the enemy, and airstrikes were able to come in and destroy them. There was a larger plan at work, and we were just part of it. If we had not been obedient to our part, the plan would not have worked. We didn't need to know the whole plan. We just needed to be obedient to our part. Your part of the plan might be God telling you to forgive your wife, quit that shady job, or stop chasing pornography. You don't like it, you may think it's unfair, and you may want to just give it all up and go back to the ways of the world, but like that order in Iraq, God sees the big plan, and he is being intentional and tactical about it all. Submission means trusting his plan, even when it feels like a gut punch.